everybody, welcome to my channel, Miss Criticizer 2021. Hope you all are doing well, and you know what, if you're here for the very first time, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification bell for the latest updates. Now, let me not hold you up any longer. I will be reviewing the South Korean hit series called Narcos Saints. Yes, this series kept me on my toes, and you know how I feel about Narcos series on Netflix. The Mexican one, based on Pablo Escobar, I did not like it, and so I was skeptical about this one. But actually this one turned to be very good, and it's actually my second most favorite South Korean series aside from the Squid Games. Now let me not hold you up any further. Also beware, there are spoilers. So if you haven't watched this series, please make sure you watch it before you come to this video. The series starts with the main character. For my South Koreans, I hope I'm pronouncing his name very well, but he's called Kang In-hyo. He's the oldest of two siblings. Both his parents died of being overworked and overstressed. It started with his mom first. The father was traumatized, he could not get over, and unfortunately he passed away. So of course, Kang In-hyo had to fend for his two younger siblings and had to take on the responsibility. Eventually, he got his girlfriend to move in. They got married, they got two children, and this has sparked such a fire in him. Yes, he doesn't want to make the same mistakes that his parents made. Even though the parents, they tried their very hardest best to provide a good life for the children, but his parents were never there for them. Because imagine, how can you have time for your own children when you are working 18 hours a day? He did not want to become his parents. He worked hard, yes. He made sure he opened 2 karaoke bars. Of course, him and his wife, hey, they've moved up. They moved into this very beautiful apartment that is his first property that he bought. But when it came to the karaoke bars, just like any business has its risks, and things didn't go that well. The business collapsed. It's expected. Even though there was a lot of drama that went on, I will not go into details. Kang In-hyo friend said, you know what? That there's this country, unknown country in South America. Not many people know of this country. And it's, I think when it comes to like fish, the fish business and anything, it's very successful, and that's something that they can export to Korea and make big money. So of course, hey, it caught his attention. Why won't they go to Surinam together? He had to leave his wife and his 2 children behind, and they finally landed in Surinam. I know of Surinam because I've lived in the Netherlands, and it used to be a Dutch colony. I think it's the only Dutch colonized country in South America. I will not go deep into that, but that had its history. And they finally arrived there. They had to bribe a couple of officers, custom officers and all that. You know, it's always like that when it comes to them running their business. Everything went well, and the thing is, they had to meet up with this pastor. And the reason why I'm saying pastor is because you watch it and you know. Holy man, the pastor said, oh, it's okay. I can help because I'm well connected in Surinam, and I can help you when it comes to the export of your business. You should not have any issues, even though they had rivals that were the Chinese gang. But of course, the pastor had hanging choose back, and he said, listen, this is for all of us. Let's all do business peacefully, and we can get things running. Of course, you would think that this is a very loving and concerning pastor. I'm keeping my opinion to the end. So, one day, Kang In-ju got busted by the police. And guess what they found in Kang In-ju's boxes? Drugs. Cocaine. Yep, that's what they found. Of course, Kang In-ju is confused. How did that get in my supply? How did that get in my box? Nobody knows. And he was sent to jail. Hey, he was sent to jail in St. Martin. And then there's where he feels like something is not right. So who comes to visit him? Somebody from the intelligence bureau. An intelligence agent. And the person said, you know what? You have been set up by the pastor. And he's asking himself, pastor? A man of God? Setting me up? He said, yep. That man is evil and very wicked. Of course, the agent has given him all the info that was involved with this pastor. This man has been hustling. He's been offing people that are in his way. And that man is actually the biggest drug cartel in Suriname. Believe it or not. He's using the church as a front. He had his own businesses in South Korea, but he was arrested many times and everybody knows him there, so he could not continue his criminal activities back in Korea, even though he had his own church in Korea. Because he was eventually blackmailed by an officer and he did not want to continue paying that officer. So what did the pastor do? Of course, the pastor had to get the officer out of the way and had to off him. Yes. So, of course, the pastor said, everybody knows me in Korea. Why won't I go to another country? Another country. He was reading the newspaper and he said, wow, Suriname, a country also with the highest drug export. But it's a country which is quite low-key. So why not run his ministry in Suriname? Of course, when he went to Suriname, he linked up with a colonel that committed a coup in Suriname. And that colonel eventually became the president. Mind you, there were a lot of killings. Even though they say that this is based on a true story, I think that this is not really a good representation of the country of Suriname. Even though some of these things, even though it's true to a certain degree, they want to clean the image of the country. That's just what I'm saying in general, and this movie doesn't do it any justice. Anyway, let me not deflect. So, that's actually how it happens. The pastor is the biggest drug dealer in Suriname. And he has the president in his pocket. Ho ho! So of course the agent said to Kang In-ju, you have to be an undercover and you will be working for us. We need to catch this man. Now, I'm not going to go through all of this. Maybe for some of you that will still continue to watch this series. But I will end it there. If you want to continue to watch this series, continue to watch it. It will keep you on your toes. If you're somebody that doesn't like violence, because it does have some scenes that are quite disturbing, I will say that, and I'm not going to call the scenes, but the one that was very disturbing to me was the man that was, in YouTube words, the man that was portrayed and was showed off in Chinatown and was decorated up in the air. That was the one that was graphic to me. It has quite a lot of graphic scenes. It's not for the faint-hearted, but it will keep you up your toes. It's very thought-provoking series with twists and turns. It's not that predictable. And of course, it has my favorite actor in it, the one who is the agent. He played in the Squid Games. Again, watch it. Let me know what you think about it. I think it's a very good series. And if you want to know the mark I'll give it at least I'll give it an 8. An 8 out of 10. It was good, well produced. The visuals were amazing. The acting was good, even though there was some questionable acting. And like I said, the production was very, very well. Now, when it comes to the backlash, I did read that the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in Suriname was not pleased with this movie. And I understand where he's coming from. I think I've had these issues too with a couple of movies that I've thought about, where, to be honest, the movie didn't do any justice to the country of Suriname. You know, they don't want to be portrayed as this drug trafficking country with a very, very corrupted president, who basically is paired up with a pastor, a drug cartel pastor. No. And especially that scene in Chinatown, to me, that made it look like Suriname is lawless. And I don't think it's a lawless country. Again, this is all fiction, it's all movie, but I completely understand where the minister is coming from. Sometimes you think, oh, they're filming in my country, let me be happy. But again, it's also whoever gave them the license to produce this movie in their country. You know, things like this, you need to look out for it. Will you represent my country in a proper way? Yeah, but just let me know about it. Let me know what you think about this movie. Again, there were some funny things that stood out to me. I will say that, for a comic relief part. The president of Suriname, the man in that scene, my God, the man was so hilarious. When he was talking to the pastor, he said, "It's not a problem. I'm going to do everything for you. It's not a problem. What are these air forces doing in my country? I told you not for it to come here. What are you doing?" It had some funny moments. But anyway, guys, let me know what you think about this video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Tell me what you think about this movie called Narco Saints. And hey, we'll catch up. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.